Ciao. If you've been subscribed for a while, if you've been watching for a while, you know, and if you haven't, welcome. I'm so happy to have you here. But you know that I'm all things Mediterranean lifestyle, modern Mediterranean lifestyle, modern Mediterranean living. That is the whole purpose of my channel. Something that is crucial, fundamental about the Mediterranean lifestyle, and it's also a fundamental part of creating a zestful day, which you guys hear me say all the time, is relaxing, recharging, and doing nothing. And definitely in the American society, it's not prioritized, it's not spoken enough about. You hear the word self-care and things like that, but this is taken to a whole other level. I struggle very hard with doing nothing, absolutely nothing, and just being okay with doing nothing and letting myself recharge, because when I take a rest, I'm not letting my brain shut off. I'm not letting myself actually do nothing, think about nothing. And so many of the Mediterranean cultures embrace that. If you've watched the recent Netflix show, Emily in Paris, there was a whole episode on how they just don't work on the weekends. I'm not saying you have to go to that extreme, but this vacation for me forced me to just lay there and do nothing. And I know you think that is so lame, Caroline. You're really getting on here and sharing a message on just, okay, do nothing. But I just don't think we talk about it enough. And I just want to emphasize how important it is to simply just be where you are. Turn off your phone, leave your phone someplace else, listen to nature, not even music, have conversations with the people you're surrounded by. When I was on this trip, I met several new people on just walking through the beach, just saying hello and all that stuff. So I had all these different conversations. I spent time with my family and so many other things. And I just think that the Mediterranean lifestyle, la dolce vita, the slow living mentality that it is it needs to prioritize doing nothing, absolutely nothing. Fill up your cup by doing nothing, meaningfully do nothing, if that makes any sense. Really, that's one of the most crucial parts of the Mediterranean lifestyle. Your body and your mind will start to shut down. You'll feel the repercussions throughout your body. You'll get mentally exhausted, mentally angry, depressed, anxious when you don't let your body recharge and your mind recharge and your soul recharge. You need to do all of that. You're worthy. You're here on earth. You take up space. You are important and you are a priority for yourself, because if you don't fill up your cup, you can't fill up anyone else's. If you don't recharge, how are you going to work better for everything, that you need to do, for everyone you need to be there for? All my vlogs, if you've watched them recently, you know I've been very dramatic and rushing and stressed and saying I have all this to do and I have that to meet that person and go here, but that weekend I didn't do that at all. I just woke up and then took like 15 minutes to decide what I wanted to do next. It was very strange. I felt like I was living back in Italy again. When I was living in Italy, my aunt would say this to me every time we were together, and I would vent to her about whatever I was stressing about that day. She would say to me every single time, "Stai senza pensieri. Stai senza pensieri." Be without thoughts. That concept is just mind-blowing to me. The idea of not thinking, I want to get there. If you're like me and you struggle to stai senza pensieri, hopefully this was helpful. This was a reminder. That's all it is, just a reminder, a little inspiration, a little note to give yourself going into the week. So just for one moment, stai senza pensieri, okay? Perfetto. Don't feel guilty for being here today. Don't feel guilty for not planning it out. Don't feel guilty for not responding or not being on top of it, or, not finishing your to-do list. Don't feel guilty. You're great. You're doing great. All I want to hear right now in life is that I'm doing okay. So if I want to hear that, I'm sure there's one person watching this who wants to hear it too. So I want to tell you that you're doing great. You're doing incredible. You're doing enough. You're doing more than enough. Caroline, what are you doing next? Where is your brand going? Where are you moving? Where are you going next? What's next? What's next? Like, you get that question all the time, I'm sure. You ask yourself that every day. What if one day you lived without asking yourself, what's tomorrow? What's next? What's next week? What's a month from now? What if you took everything you did and everyone you talked to and just said, well, you're here right now. So that's what we're doing. That's what we're here for. So that's my message. I know it's cliche. I know you've heard it before. I know it's not a special message, but I was just drawn to share it with you guys. It was a very last minute decision to go to Florida and visit my father. We really, really did nothing. Most we did was one day we went to the farmer's market, which was wonderful. You know how much joy a farmer's market brings me. very last day, a few hours before my flight, we went out to lunch, which was incredible, and I was so inspired by that delicious lunch. I got ceviche, and I literally came home the next day and made ceviche, a mango shrimp ceviche. If you've never had ceviche, it's incredible. It's so refreshing, so tropical. It's a great food, especially, like, we're not there yet, obviously, but going into the summer, ceviche is just so good. So I made a mango ceviche with shrimp, and I like to use shrimp for ceviche because, so ceviche is cooking the seafood in the acid of the lime and lemon juice or whatever acid you use, and so I like shrimp because you can see the color change, and so that way you know it's cooked. The ceviche was so good, even better the next day, honestly. So I did come home and make that. I'll leave a recipe down below in the description if you'd like. But anyways, yeah, that is the roundup of my trip in Naples, Florida. And so with that, thank you so much for watching. I know this is not my normal video. I'm sorry if you didn't enjoy it, but anyways, that's all I really got for now. Next video will definitely be a recipe video. I promise. I have it already filmed. So the next video next weekend will be a recipe video. Thank you so much for watching. I am so incredibly grateful for you. And until next time, I hope you create a very zestful day. Ciao.